fuck is going on?
Oh, I hope that game's okay.
So that was a bit disappointing. They do say it is a Final Fantasy VR experience.
Yeah, it'll just be a little
So it'll be a little dumb thing that you don't really want to spend the money on. If these experiences are full price games, that's going to be fucked.
I was assuming they were free and part of it. Like that's what I was.
You fool.
Yeah, it's true.
And then we moved into what I'm going to say is maybe my surprise of the show.
Yeah. So Call of Duty.
Call of Duty Infinite Warfare gameplay, which
in VR.
In
right?
VR,
yeah.
I believe. Oh.
No, it must have been, because it was still a part of this segment.
But the segment, they never had a definitive end for the segment.
I guess so.
So I'm not going to say it's VR. I don't actually think it was, now that I'm thinking about it. But they actually showed some gameplay. You've actually in space, in orbit, and you're in a fighter ship taking out other fighter ships.
So everyone remembers the really terrible trailer. This was
that was overshadowed by Battlefield.
Yeah, this one, like, they sort of got some thunder back. I was pretty impressed. By
I actually just thought it looked kind of interesting. I honestly thought we were playing Eve Valkyrie when it kicked off, because it was like really spacey. And then I saw the way he was holding a gun that looked like a carbine with a red dot.
It was
and
fucking
like,
dead giveaway.
It's COD.
But just the way, like, he does a whole montage of, like, he's in a ship fighting in a deep space battle. They board a cruiser. He
just pops out of a ship.
Yeah, he fucks shit up, kills everything, blows it up, and then gets back in the ship and flies out. And it's such a hectic transition.
Just as there's, like, another battleship destroying
it up, like,
what he was just on.
It was cool.
But even the zero G combat looked kind of cool. Again, I'm almost more down just to play the single player.
Yeah,
I think I'm just done with COD multiplayer, but the single player looks really cool.
Yep, I'm down with that.
I don't know, I've been playing too much Overwatch and too much Widowmaker, because every time he used the grappling hook, I was like, where's the cooldown? Like, why isn't there like an 8-second cooldown on the grappling hook?
Spider-Man, shit.
But it was actually, surprisingly cool. I'm interested. I'll say that much.
And then next, I'll let Govinda take this one. In what might be the greatest troll of all time.
Well, before we get to that, with Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, they showed a trailer for the remastered Modern Warfare.
No one cares except you.
Single player and 10 maps. I'm actually still more jazzed for that than Infinite Warfare, even though Infinite Warfare looks good. I just kept seeing, like, the maps I know.
Yeah, it was
saw
cool.
it and just went, oh.
It was a good trailer, actually, now that I think
back.
of it. But back to the greatest troll of all time.
This was the best bait and switch I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen an entire crowd be so excited and then so disappointed.
Set the scene.
So Sean Layden comes out and they're playing, there's a beach scene set up.
With tiki torches. And masks.
The Crash Bandicoot theme is playing.
Yep.
And everyone, I could feel like heart palpitations in the crowd going off. And he comes in, he's like, I'm really happy to announce that we've worked with our partners to bring you... And they cut to these shots of the crowd.
And people are fucking losing
people are like, people are about to fucking die. And then he just goes, Crash Bandicoot 2, Crash Bandicoot
and
Warp...
Wrath of Cortex.
Some shit. And then it's like, remastered.
Yeah.
And also...
He's coming to Skylanders.
And then they cut to like this 2-minute Skylanders demo, and I could just feel the disappointment.
It's amazing because everyone wanted a new Crash game, but everyone's made such a big deal out of this with all the fucking teasers and it being in Uncharted and all that stuff going on.
He even made a joke. He's like, I'm not wearing a shirt this time.
Yeah, but people are like, we did get Crash, I guess. Like, it's not exactly what we wanted, but you gotta take it.
Oh man, it was so, I couldn't believe it. Because even I was going, no fucking way.
Yeah,
no fucking way are they doing this. I can't believe it. I was like, that's Crash. Like, that is the Crash sound.
Yep.
And then I was just, I don't even like Crash. I was just amazed they were doing it.
Yeah.
Only to find out they weren't doing it.
Here's the thing. So if they can do this, maybe this is testing the waters, this sells well, kind of like, Ratchet and Clank. Maybe we get a new Crash.
Well, yeah, and also Sony's pretty known for doing these remasters before they release.
Yeah, something new.
So I'd almost... did they put a date on this, if you can find that out?
Not that I saw.
I'd almost wouldn't be surprised if they were doing this and then PSX. If they were going to announce a Crash Bandicoot game, it would be a PSX announcement.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But But after Skylander's weird little thing, and that was the other down point I was referring to.
Yeah, that
It was the VR and then Skylanders that kind of just went on too long.
But it didn't go for very long.
It was fine. They did a Crash Bandicoot, then it kind of transitioned into you can make your own Skylander, which cool for kids. I get it. You have to kind of show it. It wasn't too long. It was just a bit of like okay, let's get through this.
Especially with the downfall of Disney Infinity, showing that they're going to keep Skylanders going was probably important.
And then we moved into Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens.
Yeah, they dropped a new demo, which I've just downloaded. I'll be playing momentarily.
And then that's released in 2 weeks, I believe. 29th, I think. 28th,
yeah,
29th.
we'll probably play that.
So I might play that. It just doesn't look as good as I remember the trailers looking.
Yeah, it's
Did you
just a
notice
movie.
this?
Like, it's just
No, but
movie.
it wasn't even that. I just meant like aesthetically. I remember it looking way flashier when I was looking at trailers, being like, this actually looks pimp. And then I saw it and was like, oh, okay. I'll still play it, but like, cool.
Yeah, yep.
Whoa, I don't know what this one is.
Oh, sorry, I actually zoned out a little bit.
Yeah, I've noticed actually. I've got something here that says Death Stranding.
Yeah, sorry, so that's Hideo
Kojima comes out on stage.
Yeah,
of course.
to fucking standing ovations as he
he did.
deserves.
They pretty much made a digital red carpet that was actually white for him to walk out on.
Yep.
And also, by the way, big plot twist, he speaks English.
Oh, not really though. Like he tried, which was nice. Like he probably just learned that bit.
Yeah, man, it was just funny.
And so we actually got a trailer for his new game, which is called Death Stranding.
Just don't count on seeing this game anytime soon.
No.
2018, 2019.
So it stars Norman Reedus from The Walking Dead, and it's sort of you actually had to take a phone call during this one. And it shows, so Norman Reedus mocapped onto a beach. He's naked, completely naked, attached by an umbilical cord to a little baby who is also naked. He stands up on the beach and looks around, it pans around. The beach is covered in dead fish. And also sort of like in Life is Strange, there's beached whales and like dead octopus and just like everything. And he sort of stands up and looks out to the ocean and there's these 5 human figures floating in the sky that almost look like gods. And he just sort of looks at them. And it's super like, kind of Metal Gear, like almost like arty. Like
it's got the Metal Gear weirdness in it.
Yeah,
because I saw the start of it and I was like, yeah, this is Hideo. Like this is like a weird, like cinematic, but just kind of weird.
It was super cool though. Like definitely, I don't know. He's got a style to him. Love him or hate him.
So that will be. Wait, let me count.
Is that 6 exclusives?
Is that the 6th exclusive? Yeah, I think so. This is not including the VR games, and I don't know if Resident Evil 7, I assume, is not exclusive.
Yep.
We'll leave Skylanders out of it. Crash Bandicoot, you could count, I guess, if you want to.
Yeah, that's fair.
So that'd be 7. And then from Hideo Kojima, we move into
what was maybe the biggest surprise of the show.
A Spider-Man game exclusive to PlayStation
from
Insomniac.
Yeah.
Makers of Ratchet and Clank, which was really weird. Because they just released a game and we didn't hear anything from Sucker Punch.
Yeah, and everyone, that was the scuttlebutt, was that Sucker Punch was doing an open world fucking Spider-Man game.
So now I can't tell, based on like his eyes, it looks like it's a movie tie-in?
Yeah, I almost felt like, I wish I'd double checked. It sounded like the actor of the new Spider-Man.
Yeah, so I hope they're not going to like do a beat-for-beat movie game, because that's disappointing.
Yeah, I don't know. It's all right. Like, still, Spider-Man 2 is the best Spider-Man game ever made, and it's just the second Tobey Maguire movie.
That's true.
I'll be fine as long as it's a good movie.
No, I just really hope. Like, I just really hope they can make something good, because Spider-Man games have been happening for a while and they've all been pretty shit. So
that's not entirely true. Like, you and I sort of wrote them off, but 2 was incredible.
2 was great. I played 2.
Dimensions really brought it back. It got really high reviews. Everyone loved that one.
It got good reviews. I wouldn't say it wasn't pushing like 80s and 90s,
but it was like 8s.
It was like 7 and 8s.
In my book, an 8 is pretty much a must-play game.
Yep. So Shattered Dimensions. What is that?
That was the one with like the 5 different Spider-Mans.
Yeah. I don't know. I just want them to do like a good compelling Spider-Man game. So I think Insomniac can do it. They made Ratchet and Clank fucking fun.
It looks cool. It looks really nice.
It looks slick. So that'll be cool.
And then, of course, we moved into our one more thing sort of moment, and that was the Days Gone extended demo that we spoke
to close
about. Which was, fucking a huge way to send out the show. It felt like that, was it 2013, 2012, The Last of Us, where they just ended the show with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No Naughty Dog.
No Naughty Dog?
No Sucker Punch.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking they're saving some announcements for PSX.
Yep.
I think they'd be saving the Uncharted 4 single-player DLC. They'll be saving whatever Sucker Punch has been working on. Because I think last year they really figured out that they need some big exclusive announcements at
now
PSX,
we got them.
So.
We really got them.
Well, what a show, I gotta say.
Yeah, it was like crazy. It just didn't stop.
I was just waiting for someone to come and talk to me about sales for 5 minutes, and it just never happened.
Yeah.
They just were like, boom, 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 boom,
yeah,
boom,
they just
boom.
kept dropping games. It was amazing.
No one spoke. Like, developers didn't even come up and talk about their games. They were just like, the proof's in the pudding. Just look at how fucking awesome this all looks.
I've got to say, I'm just looking over stuff here to see if we missed anything. We'll be doing like some big news for like maybe 2 weeks next week. There was also like, we got Telltale Batman stuff. Like,
yeah, they showed some screen caps from that. It looks
real good.
Looks awesome. I'm just ready. It's coming out pretty soon, the first episode, if I'm not mistaken.
State of Decay 2 is 4-player co-op. It's not an MMO. There's just some stuff popping up now.
That's fine, but we'll save that all for next week. We've been going for a good hour and a half just on E3 alone.
And we're not even fucking done yet. So let's move into what you've all been waiting for. The SmackDown. Khayl vs. Govinda. Only one can remain. So we each... Oh, God. Okay, so we made some predictions last week, and
Govinda's tallied up the scores.
Yeah, he's tallied them up. Although, here's the thing. I feel like I screwed myself.
You did. No, look, I might not have won this. I'm looking at the numbers now. I might not have won.
So, look, let's go through one by one. So, like, you read out my first, and then your first, or however you want to do it. We'll go through each of them.
I was just going to do, like, all of mine, all of yours.
Okay, whatever.
Because I've got it listed and it's going to be easier for me. Let me just you can just riff on real quick. Tell people where they can find us. I got to do a quick total of each of ours.
You can find us at _PS podcast, our home on Twitter. You can find us on iTunes if you want to subscribe, get all our goodness. We post episodes every week, usually on a Wednesday, unless life really fucks up. This will go up on the Tuesday because we really want to capitalize on that E3 hype. But tweet at us. Follow us on Facebook. Get amongst it. We love interacting.
By the way, this is barely going to go up on Tuesday because it is now almost 4 o'clock on Tuesday.
In Australia.
So it's going to go up tonight sometime.
Yeah, I'll just put it up.
Look, I'm going to just give you a quick little glimpse into this. We were very wrong often.
Okay. Let's go through them. Go through them.
My predictions. Number 1, PS4 Neo is announced. More powerful. Let's just put the caveat in that we did stipulate these had to be announced at the conference.
Yeah, because that's where I really got fucked.
Because that's where we both got a bit fucked by that.
Yeah, there were a lot of leaks, like, in the last few days.
PS4 Neo is announced and is more powerful than the original, originally reported, 0 points.
Yeah, no, so just to clarify, PS4 Neo was announced, not at the show, and it wasn't shown.
And no specs were officially given.
Yes, so that's why.
Naughty Dog discusses single-player DLC for Uncharted 4, 0 points.
Naughty Dog was not in attendance.
Knack 2 is real. I still think that's accurate, but it wasn't at the conference, 0 points.
Yeah, it was not.
Norse God of War, no Kratos. I should have just said Norse God of War.
Yep.
But I said no Kratos.
Half a point.
5 points.
Yep.
No Man's Sky is a VR-compatible game. No Man's Sky. In hindsight, probably a good move just to let that fucking game come out.
Crazy, though, now thinking about it, that it wasn't there at all.
No, I kind of get it, because they pushed it. Like,
I'm sick of hearing about it.
Well, no, but, like, we should have had it by now.
Yeah, that's it.
Or, like, it should be coming out next week.
Yeah.
Next week. So, like, I think they don't want to rub it in our faces that they pushed it. So they're just, I think they're just letting it go. They're just leaving it lie.
We're a bunch of salty bitches.
PlayStation exclusive Spider-Man game.
Oh, see, this is where you're so dirty.
1 point.
I swear you said,
No, see, this is where it's dirty. I'll take the 0.5 if you want.
Wait,
I do
what else
say-
did you put there?
I say PlayStation exclusive Spider-Man game, possibly by Sucker Punch.